As 2019 came to a close, the world had its eyes set on 2020 to be the coming of a new decade, a new year, and a year of change, travel, love, goals. Little did they know they'd be facing a pandemic that would change life as we know it. While COVID-19 brought on a set of changes no one was ready for, it brought out the humanity in us. Scientists from many different countries came together to work towards a cure. Families reunited. People adapted to a new normal. Ordinary people, taxi drivers, grocery store cashiers, fast food workers, healthcare workers, and delivery workers were unsung heroes that pushed us through the hard times. Here's a little of how it brought us together.
Back in late February, a friend and I boarded a ship for a 2-week Hawaiian cruise. The ship we boarded was the Grand Princess. Our vacation turned into a nightmare. The coronavirus was discovered aboard the ship, so everybody was quarantined in their rooms for days, and it was a nightmare. I've never been imprisoned before, and we got no information, zero. The powers that be didn't tell us what was going to happen to us. They didn't tell us where we were going. They didn't tell us anything. Any information we got was off the news, and the news kept giving conflicting reports. So we had no control over our lives, and we had no idea what was going to happen to us. And I can't even describe how horrible that feeling is.
It's cold outside. It's another cool afternoon in March. It has been raining and it's still cloudy, but I remain hopeful that the weather will turn very nice and we will look forward to some bright and sunny days here pretty soon.
So this feels crazy to make a video like this still. Like, it feels a little bit apocalyptic to have to write a video about, or to make a video about how you think the world is coming together while it kind of feels like the world is falling apart.
Hi, Raul. Welcome to the apocalypse. I'm so excited for this time. I think it's wonderful. For the first time globally, we all get to experience the exact same thing.
So right now the world is in a state of unity, one that hasn't been reached in a very long time, historically speaking. So right now, for example, we have very powerful nations in the world who have countless differences, but they've put them all aside to fight the main battle and the main enemy, which is the coronavirus.
The government, the federal government, absolutely botched this whole crisis. I have never seen such negligence and ineptitude. I hope I never do again. We were confined to our stateroom for 7 full days. We couldn't leave our 10 by 20 room. There was 2 of us in that room. Other people on the ship were actually in their rooms even longer. We were taken off the ship finally and didn't even know where we were going until we were on the bus.
We all get to take a seat and, slow down, smell the roses, enjoy the good things, and we're not in such a rush anymore. And I know I'm definitely never gonna take toilet paper for granted anymore. They're fully stocked shelves. We have it really, really good. And it's nice to see how good we had it and how good we do have it, because most of us, even though it's kind of hard to adjust, it's not impossible to adjust to this kind of new way of living. But I think it's gonna be okay.
So I've been oddly at peace while this has all been happening. And I do think it is driven mostly by faith, but I think sometimes when everything comes apart, it's almost like the great equalizer.
It's been a very interesting week, the virus has really hit hard, and I've been trying to spend some really good quality time with family. In particular, recently I've been trying to have mom over for a cup of coffee every morning. After coffee, later on, we go for a long walk. I'm very happy to have so much family around me.
In Italy, there's a video of them. They're all in quarantine and they're all standing on their balconies and they are singing a song by Rihanna together, which there must have been countless differences in that neighborhood, and the fact that they put those all aside to help each other and unite to sing that song is so powerful, and it definitely shows that we're in a state of unity and we'll get through this when we're stronger together.
That all being said, the good thing that I take away from this whole experience is a renewed faith in humanity, because it was amazing, the outpouring of support and help we got from people we barely knew, our friends, our family, and people that maybe we talked to on Facebook that we've never even met face to face were coming out of the woodwork, wanting to help. They were making calls for us. The state government, once the governor realized how poorly we were being treated, and the way she realized that was being told by our friends and by people that were making calls on our behalf and by the news media in New Mexico. It was just amazing. She made it her mission to bring us home.
I don't know. I just see how people want to help each other in a way that I've never seen before. I think it's because we're all in this together, because it doesn't matter who gets it or doesn't. It's like not based on income or even where you live. Like, everybody is getting this thing.
So, we've been seeing so much generosity around us recently. I've been listening on the news, and there's been so many people donating money and their time to help the effort of attacking this virus. And I also wonder, how has my life changed? How have I been impacted? Well, some small things, I love to eat out, and I'm unable to do that right now. I also miss going to church services, but I know life will get back to normal.
Tune the world out and tune in to ourselves and see what our real desires are, what our real passions are.
I don't know, once it's all over, I will say I'm finding a lot more time to work on projects that I've been wanting to work on before, and writing a lot more and creating a website for myself and all these other things. So while it really sucks, I feel like there's ways to make things better.
We're so appreciative. I was tested twice for the virus, and I was negative both times, thank God. But I'm still in quarantine, but I'm in my home. And doing a home quarantine is a completely different experience than doing one on a Marine base or on board a ship. Even since we got home, people, they want to help. Our friends, our neighbors, strangers, or almost strangers, acquaintances, I should say. They're offering to buy groceries. They're offering to pick up supplies. They're offering to get your prescriptions for you. They want to help. And it makes me feel so good. I'm so thankful to these people. And it makes me realize that we're going to be okay. We're going to get through this virus crisis, and we're going to come out the other side, and we're going to have made friends that we never had before. And I just know now I feel safer all around, because I know there's going to be other crises. There's going to be other disasters. That's life. But I feel confident that there's people that have my back, and people I know very well, have known all my life, and then people that I've just recently met are going to be there.
I also think that this time, this pause that we're giving to our Earth, I don't think we expected anything to happen. I don't think we realized that the whole world was going to go on pause and that Earth was going to rejuvenate so quickly. Look at the canals in Italy. No one expected that.
I also like to do things at home when days are cold outside. I like to play violin. That's one of the things I enjoy doing. And this morning I was tuning this violin, and let's see how it turned out.
I think with this time away, this pause, we're all going to start to realize what is really necessary in our lives. Do we need to work 40 hours a week? Do we want to work 40 hours a week, or 50 or 60 or 70? No. We want to play, we want to create, we want to love, we want to have dinner with our families, we want to sleep in. I think this is going to be wonderful.
The people on the ground, your neighbors, your community, they're there for you on a personal level as individuals. They're there for you, and they're going to be there. And with that kind of help, we can get through a lot.
I know the film industry has been hit hard as well. I look forward to that industry getting back on its feet. Recently, my agent had requested that I send a self-tape for a film that is going to happen in Arizona and New Mexico. And in the spirit of that audition, I'm wearing the hat and the shirt that I submitted on that self-tape. We need good vibes, right?
And I think the entire world is going to wake up and see that it's not too late. There's so much more to life than the way we've been living.
I don't know. I think we're all going to be okay. I know we're all going to be okay in the end. Because we're looking out for each other in this amazing way.
To end this, I just want to say that while we are physically farther apart, the world is a lot closer together than it has previously been.
But I remain hopeful, and I expect that all of you remain hopeful as well. These are trying times, but I know that we will all persevere. Let's just all move forward slowly and with integrity. We will persevere.
And so it gives me hope for the future. It really does. They say it takes a village, and we have an amazing village here. We really do.
And with that, here's to a future that we will cherish.